guys, so my video today is in response to Two Spirit, who apparently his video is in response to someone else, which was in response to Toxic Tears. So this is a VR of my 100 favorite things. I'm really glad that I did this because I figured it would be pretty easy, and like Two Spirit, I got about halfway through and then I kind of thought, this is a little bit harder than I thought. And of course, when I was done, my husband grabbed the list and he said, I'm not number one. To which I said, you know what, honey, I always remember you, but it's the stuff that I wanted to remember that I was thinking of at the top because, you know, I was afraid I would forget it. Pretty good, right? Okay, so I'll try to do this quick. I will link both Two Spirits video and Toxic Tears video in the bottom here. And we're supposed to try to do this in 15 minutes. Whew, my nose is all red. I'm hot. Just got back from work. Okay. That feeling of complete serenity you get while soaking in the full moonlight. You know how you have the full moon is out and you go outside and you see it. There's just something about that. Okay. The feel of cold grass on my toes after a long winter. Spring is here. The rambunctious rustling noises of my 4 boys fucking with each other, which means they are all home. Peter's orange mashed potatoes. I have a long story about that, which I will try not to get into. Basically, he puts Goya Sassoon in them, and they are so good. But my youngest child didn't know that mashed potatoes weren't supposed to be orange. So we went to a Boy Scouts meeting one time, and it was like Thanksgiving, and somebody else had made mashed potatoes, and he was like, oh yeah, I want mashed potatoes. And then he tried them and he's like, these aren't mashed potatoes. They're not even orange. So they were a little bland for him. Peter's Italian and he puts a lot of spices in. So I love his orange mashed potatoes too. Number 5, the look in Peter's eyes when I drop something or trip over my own feet and he still thinks it's cute. By the way, Peter's my husband if he hasn't guessed that yet. Number 6, really cold iced tea. I love that. Number 7, seeing the mailman coming when you know there's a package due. Isn't that the best feeling? I love that. Number 8, an awesome bargain find. Obviously, that's kind of part of the name of my channel. I love that. Especially when somebody else knows that it's worth more. I love being able to tell that story. Number 9, the glow of the stars in the country where it's really dark. I don't know if you've ever been out, like way out in the country where it's really dark. We used to live in a very small town of like 300 something people. And there's not a lot, there isn't street lights and stuff. And that you can see like galaxies when it's that dark. I love looking at stars someplace where it's really dark. If you've never done it, go take a drive someplace where there's no street lights for miles, miles, miles. And it's amazing how many stars you see. The sound of the boys' voices saying mama. They call, well, 2 of them, most of them call me mama at some point, but like my oldest and my youngest, that's what they call me normally. So I love picking up the phone and hearing, hey mama. It's my favorite sound, I love it. Turning around the attitude of a patient who comes in determined to be bitchy. So I've said before, I do mammograms for a living. I'm certified to do CAT scans and x-rays and stuff, but I've been focusing on mammograms for a couple of years now, 5 years. And so it's kind of a thankless job. Sometimes there are people that come in that are really like, I don't want to be here and it's your fault. So I love when you're able to turn that around. I turn that around a lot, but it's especially gratifying when somebody is really determined to be in a bad mood and you turned around and they're thanking you by the time they leave. I love that. Number 12, opening my eyes after a really great, vivid dream. I'm a really wild dreamer. I'm one of those who dreams in color, and I dream all kinds of weirdo stuff. My husband always says he's going to turn in my dream journal if he ever wants to have me admitted to a psych ward, because sometimes they're a little out there, but I love that. Number 13, the taste of fresh peppermint picked from my garden. I love to just pick it up and put it in my mouth. Number 14, the deep, dark, rich purple. That is my favorite color. I love. Even that's not quite deep enough, but deep, deep purple. Number 15, standing up for the rights of the downtrodden. That makes my day. I'm a Libra. I love the whole standing up for people's rights and justice. And allergies, guys, sorry. My nose is so red. How annoying. Number 16, teaching someone about the beauty of the earth and the connections of the universe. I think I'm a teacher at heart, so I really like when people question my faith or are interested in it. I love to be able to tell people about it and teach them about all the connections the universe has for us. The movie The Princess Bride, my favorite all-time movie, has everything, action, romance. It's just an awesome movie. Number 18, tarot decks, all of them. Number 19, oracle decks. Number 20, crystals. 21, being a healer. 22, being an empath. 23, long flowing dresses. I wear long dresses a lot, in the summertime a lot, spaghetti strapped, but I like long flowing dresses, and if I could wear them all the time, I probably would. Except for those jeans days. I do have some days, but anyways, 24, the sound of crickets in the dark. 25, the feeling of Peter's arms around me after a good long cry. Again, Libra, empath. Sometimes you need to just have a cry. And it's so nice to have somebody that cares about you and loves you for who you are, to have their arms around. 26, Broadway plays and musicals in general. I love them. I sing to them. I love the music. I love the theater. I love them. 27, fantasy movies with, elves and gnomes and space, and I love all fantasy movies. 28, the smell of my hands after harvesting herbs in the garden. It's that combination of rosemary and peppermint and thyme, and there's something about the smell of your hands after harvesting herbs. It's great. 29, my five-toed sneakers. I don't know if you all would know what they are. I actually have them on. Let's see if I can do this without embarrassing myself. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna fall. Okay. See? Oh, there you go. I have, and they're all individual. And because the real thing is, I'm a hillbilly and I love to have no shoes on. But these sneakers allow me to have my toes free, which is supposed to be really good for you, and still have sneakers on. My boss and my work decided that because they're fabric on top, they're nice rubberized stuff on the bottom, so I don't, hurt myself if I step on stones and stuff, but decided that it wasn't enough protection, even though, I don't know, I thought it was stupid, but we have to do what we have to do. But other than work, I wear them pretty much everywhere, as much as I possibly can. It's hard in the winter time if there's a lot of snow because they are fabric on top, so it does get wet, but every other season I wear them. 30, encouraging others to love themselves, which boosts my self-esteem. So when I'm feeling down about myself, I really feel like, I'm at 8 minutes, I gotta hurry up. I really feel like the best way to boost my self-esteem is to encourage others, because I think that puts that out in the universe, and energies attract. I'm gonna try to hurry through as much of these as I can. I'm such a talker, sorry. 31, dream visits from my ancestors, which I get a lot, my grandparents. 32, belly hurting, tears rolling, laughter. 33, my social media family, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of you. 34, the feel of cold, clean sheets in my bed. 35, the smell of hubby's fresh after a shower, clean-shaven, cologned neck. 36, when my heart gets so full that it bursts from my eyes. 37, the golden sunlight that beams to a mossy ground in the middle of a thick forest. 38, a whipping wind on a warm day. 39, the sights, smells, and sounds and feelings of a huge lightning storm. Lightning storms are one of my absolute favorite things in the world. 40, sitting in a porch swing on a huge front porch. 41, the smell in a coffee bean shop. 42, the smell of a clean baby's head. I realized I really like smells and sounds are two like very important senses for me. 43, the feeling of astral travel and deep meditation. You know, when you start to feel like you're not a part of your body anymore. I love it. 44, the smell of patchouli. I've said before, either you love it or you hate it. I love it. 45, beauty that brings you to tears. 46, the mountain air on a clear day. Nothing like mountain air. 47, a loyal dog's loving eyes. 48, the sound of crackling embers in a dying fire. 49, the sound of a wood flute. 50, learning something new. 51, a great melding of the minds with an intelligent being. 52, being different. 53, finding a like-minded person in an unexpected place. 54, jumping in a clear lake on a hot day. 55, songs that make you sing at the top of your lungs. 56, singing John Denver and the Muppets Christmas in the car with the boys. 57, staying up till 4 a.m. because you can't stop reading a great book. 58, vanilla milkshakes, even though I became lactose intolerant after I hit the age of 40, which stinks, and I can do like almond milk milkshakes and stuff, but it's not quite the same. Boy, I really miss them. 59, being left-handed. 60, the flicker of a candle light, the flicker of a candle lit for peace. 61, the raised ears of a doe watching you suspiciously. 62, decorating for Samhain, my favorite holiday. 63, the smile you get from a wonderful old memory. 64, my grandfather's eyes when he rubs his nose with laughter or excitement. I really miss that. 65, the twinkle in my grandmother's eyes when she told a funny story or is acting devious. 66, turning over the perfect synchronistic tarot card for a situation. 67, realizing that the universe will make everything okay. 68, vintage bottles, boxes, jars, and baskets. There's something about witches. We all love containers. 69, finding a great garage sale. 70, drive-in movies. We have a couple great ones around here, and there's nothing like it. I just love it. 71, the Lincoln Memorial. That's one of my favorite places in the world. It just makes me feel at peace. I just love that this great man fought for equality, and it just means a lot to me. As a matter of fact, boys know when I die, that's where they're supposed to put my ashes. 72, the Chimney Bluffs. That's a place here in New York that is absolutely stunningly gorgeous on Lake Ontario. 73, baby animals in nature. There's a new baby donkey that was born down the street, and he was the cutest thing. 74, fighting for a worthy cause. 75, being able to sleep soundly, knowing the hubby and all 4 boys are under one roof. It doesn't happen very often anymore because my older boys are moved away. 76, peacocks. That's my spirit animal. Love them. 77, a babbling brook. 78, Niagara Falls. 79, the Buffalo Bills. Yes, I know. I grew up in Rochester. They're my favorite team. I get it. Let the ribbing begin. 80, Star Wars and Star Trek movies. 81, my Sacred Feminine group was started this winter, and I just don't know what I'd do without them. We meet once a month on the new moon. 82, Outlander, the series. Ugh, is there a better series out there? It's so great. 83, Men in Kilts. All men in kilts. 84, being of Danish, Irish, and English heritage, which makes me a Viking Celtic druid. 85, doing ghost hunting investigations. I used to do them a lot more. I still have all the equipment and stuff, but I just love that. I really like being able to do that, especially when it's actually something there instead of like, the back of a refrigerator or something. 86, jumping in a horror movie. When they make you jump, I love that. 87, Disney movies. Probably partly because of the, musical thing. 88, laying under a tree. 89, willow trees. 90, found feathers. 91, brown bears. I have some special affinity for brown bears. I dream about them a lot too. 92, dolphins and whales. I have been fighting for the dolphins in Japan for years now, and you know, against SeaWorld and stuff, and they're just such intelligent creatures. 93, vintage books. 94, Shakespeare. 95, caramel. 96, Elvis and Barbra Streisand's voices. 97, creating spiritual space wherever I am. 98, energy balls. If you don't know what that is, it's when you're with a group. You can do it by yourself. You know, if you pretend that there's a ball in your hand and you picture the energy flowing from inside your being, and you wait until you can feel that ball, that's an energy ball. If you do it with other people, we have created energy balls that we put together and send healing energy to the earth. I love that. 99, equality. All equality. And 100, IHOP's pecan syrup. So good. So let's see how to do. 16. That's 16 minutes and 30 seconds. That's not as bad as I could have done. I could have elaborated a lot more. But so I will be looking for all your videos too. I thought this was a great tag, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye, guys.